Hey folks, thanks for tuning in today for another video. Before you click off the video just because you've seen the title of the video, stick with me for a second. Let's check out this really cool, innovative light from NITECORE right here called the TUP. So stay with me. My name's Chris. You're watching Skills to Survive. We'll be right back. Alright folks, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in for another video. Now, again, before you click off the video, stay with me just for a few minutes and let me talk about this light. I think you'll find it kind of interesting and innovative, like I have. At first I didn't think I'd like it, but I'm kind of learning to really like this light. Now again, this is a light by NITECORE. It's a fairly new light for them. It's called the NITECORE TUP, and it's, as you can see there, 1000 lumens. Now, this is a bright little EDC type light. Now this light is pretty small to be so bright. It's only 3 inches long by 1 inch wide by 1 inch high. Now again, pretty small little light, which is, you know, very cool. So inside your box you're going to get your cord. As you can see, it's micro USB chargeable, which is cool. We'll talk about that here in a second. And you get a little keychain, you get your instruction manual and a warranty card. So pretty neat stuff, you know, your standard kind of, you know, stuff that you would find in a rechargeable light package. So this light is 1000 lumens. It's got 5 different modes. You have an ultra low, which is a 1 lumen, and then you have a 15 lumens, 65 lumens, 200 lumens, and then your turbo mode is 1000 lumens. So pretty cool. You know, kind of looking at the light, you do have, it's, you know, smooth. Here's your charging port on your left hand side of the light. It seats pretty good in there. Haven't had any problems with that. You have a Cree XP, what's this called? The XPL HD V6 LED light, so a mouthful there. And it's a smooth, shallow reflector. So you're not going to get a whole lot of throw out of this light because that's not what it was designed to do. But still, you get a pretty good amount of throw out of it. On the back here, you can see you got a pocket clip, very heavy duty pocket clip, which I really like a lot because you can put this on your hat. So if you put it on your hat, you can have yourself a little headlamp as well. So I said this is an innovative light and it has some neat features to it. So what I mean by that, as you first you can tell, it has just a little display right here, which is neat because I haven't really seen a whole lot of lights that has a display. And you have your power button and you have your mode button. So if you push your power button, right now you can tell it's locked out. Get it to unlock here. Alright, so as you can see, it's 1 lumen. It's on 1 lumen. And it tells you I got 63 hours left. It's a level 1, that's 1 lumen, and it's in the daily mode. So push the mode button, jump up to 15 lumens, that's level 2. I don't know if you can tell right there, it's again 16 hours left. Level 3, level 4, and so as you can tell, it tells you what your lumens that you're on and how many hours or minutes that you have left runtime, which I think is just awesome. Because how many times have you know, we all have flashlights that you turn it on and you really don't know what mode you're on, what lumens you're at. So this is pretty neat. So it tells you, and as you can tell, the daily mode. So this has 2 different modes. It has a daily mode, what they call it, and a demo mode. Basically what that means is if you leave it in the daily mode, once you have the light turned on, it will not turn off until the battery dies or you turn it off. So that's kind of a good and bad feature. And then in the demo mode, you can swap it to their demo mode, and what that means is the light will stay on for 30 seconds and then it will automatically shut off. So which is a neat feature too. So you have it in your pocket and it turns on, it'll shut off in 30 seconds. Now another cool feature that you've seen when I first turned it on was it was on the lockout mode. It has 2 different lockout modes as well. So it has a lockout mode number 1 and then a lockout mode number 2. Now in the lockout mode number 1, you can only access the turbo mode. If you lock it out and put it on lockout number 2, it locks out everything. So how do you access the turbo mode? Well, from any of the modes, you just hold down the mode button and now you're in turbo, which is 1000 lumens, and it tells me I have about 22 minutes left of runtime before it dies. Now the one feature with this light is this is the only way you can access the turbo mode is by holding the mode down like this. It will not, it's a momentary turbo, so you can't swap modes and turn on the turbo and leave the turbo on. You have to physically, hold the button down, which is both good and bad because you only have like 20 something minutes of run time. So if you turned it on and left it on, you'd burn through your battery pretty quick. So for a small light like this, you're not going to use 1,000 lumens that much. So just for a short burst of light for a minute or two to check your surroundings or something like that, you get that short burst of light, which is nice, and then you let it off. So let me unlock it back here again. So and then it reverts back to whatever mode that you had it on, which is nice. So every time I turn the light on, it has a memory on it. So I was on the 15 lumen mode, level 2. It automatically reverts back to that level, which is really nice. I like that a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's the only thing, the one downfall that I see is I think these buttons need to be a little bit more rugged. They feel not really cheap, but they feel feel a little bit loose to me. So only time will tell over time if they give me any problems. So far they haven't given me any problems at all. And I really like this light. Like I said, I didn't think I would like it at first, but it's a neat little light. So, I think these run like $60 or so, $64, which is kind of expensive for a light, but I think for a good quality light and for the features that you get, again, it's pretty innovative, and they call it their, intelligent pocket light, which I think it's pretty neat. I think it's probably worth it. I'd probably like to see it a little bit, lower. But again, for what you get, and I think there's not a whole lot of out there on the market of lights similar to this that does this type of display and stuff. I think that's pretty neat. So again, I'll leave a link down below where you can go and get it. I'm not getting paid or anything for this light. I think it's a neat little light. They did send me out this light to check out, which again, I've liked it so far. It's a neat little EDC light. For me personally, it's a little bulky for me, so even carrying it in my pocket, just being this square, it was just a little odd. And it carries, tip up, so your light is up. And I like to usually carry my light, with the light down, but there's no way to reverse the pocket clip, which is, that's not a bad feature. But you can also carry it on your keychain too. So, for me, this little light is going to go into one of my kits. So I'm going to keep it in one of my kits, probably one of my trauma kits or something like that, for a light that you might need. Again, with the pocket clip here, which is really heavy duty, you can clip that on to your head, to your brim of your hat, and then you have a nice little headlamp. So it would definitely make a nice little headlamp for that, emergency backup light, stuff like that. So yeah, again, take a look at them if you think it's pretty neat. Again, I thought it was pretty neat. And yeah, folks, thanks for tuning in for this video today. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much, but again, neat little light from NITECORE. I'm really liking it. It's called the TUP. So thanks for watching again, folks. Always remember your PPE, plan, prepare, and exercise, and always make sure you have the necessary skills to survive. Please like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell button down below. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, and I'll see you on another video really soon.